Hello everybody and welcome back for another episode of My Chaotic Budget. My name is Sandra and on this channel we do all things budget related as it pertains to mine and my husband's paychecks. And in this episode we are going to go into some details about our weekly spending from July 13th up into the 19th. Welcome to everybody who has been here before. Welcome to those who are new. If you haven't subscribed, please, stay for a while and make the decision to stay. So that way you can see how we progress throughout the year in our chaotic budget. All right, so let's go to day to day. Today is Sunday the 19th. And so, of course, the day hasn't fully gone through, so we may end up spending some more money here, so you won't see my numbers completed yet. I've gone ahead and made the decision that throughout the week, no matter when there's a payday, I'm just going to go ahead and total everything within the 4 categories that we do, which is groceries, dining out, gas, and spending. That's what I like to call the GDGS, and just kind of see what happens. So this week was a little bit different. So let's go ahead and start with Monday. Monday is when my husband got that little check from registration of the vehicles. He got $7.50 back because they made a mistake. They overcharged him. So that's good. My brother-in-law, he had his birthday. And let's see here. Groceries. We bought some groceries from Target. Then on Tuesday, okay, so Tuesday this is my husband, he went back to work on Monday, and he is not stressing out, but he was put in charge because his boss went on vacation or some type of leave, and because of that, of course, he has to be the one that's in charge while he's gone. So there was a little bit of a stress factor for him this week, but he handled it pretty well. He has one more week of that, so I'm wishing him the best of luck. Then, of course, I made an adjustment to our Amazon Music because, of course, I thought it was going to cost $24.89, but it actually only cost $23.80, which was great. So this dining out was my husband. I'm sorry if I got distracted. Now, here's the other thing that happened on this day. So I had to buy new glasses for everyone. So we had my daughter's doctor visit. We had all of us got our eyes checked, and not my husband, but just me and my girls. We got our eyes checked, and we all needed to update our glasses. Our scripts all changed, and I knew it did because I have been having to adjust my glasses, and I use progressives because really I only need glasses for reading, but it is getting worse. I have turned into my mother, which I have no problem with. I love you, Mom, and I miss you. But I remember seeing her with her book, and then her book would get further and further and further away. And I'm like, Mom, do you need your glasses? Yes. So now I am like that. So my progressives had to increase. So I'm like, okay, I am my mother's daughter. And so, of course, because of that, we all needed new glasses. So I ended up putting it on the care credit. So that's what CC is here. I put it on the care credit. It is okay because we had just finished paying off the bill for my dog when we had to take him to the emergency because he swallowed a pencil. That's a whole nother story. If I can find the video where I talk about that, I'll go ahead and I'll link it. But he ate a pencil and we had to take him to the emergency. And I just finished paying that off, which was about $100 a month. And so I was like, yay, we freed up money. Nope, now we need glasses. So the good thing is that it didn't cost as much. It was like $336, and we were able to get a no interest plan for 6 months at $56 a month. So I'm going to pay $60. So that still frees up $40 from our care credit. So I'm going to pay $60 a month to pay off the glasses. And if I can pay it off sooner, I will. But since it has no interest, I'm not going to prioritize it because I'm really trying to focus on the debt that has the higher interest or debt that just needs to get gone. But that is what happened. And then over here on the 15th, I did have to pick up my daughter's medication. We went out for ice cream. Let's see. Target. I can't remember what I bought at Target. It was groceries. I think I bought eggs, milk. Yes, I bought eggs. I bought milk. I bought bread. I bought little things that would get us through until my husband's paycheck, because my husband got paid, but of course I didn't buy groceries until the next day. So I just bought a couple of things just to kind of get us through. So this was groceries. Then we had Dutch Bros. As soon as my husband's paycheck kicked in, I was like, let's go. So I got Dutch Bros. Let me see. Hubby, that was his lunch for the day, $16.01. I'm very proud of him. He's been doing really well. He's staying under $20. And I am super proud of husband. So payday did happen on Wednesday, and I put pay your bills, because that's the first thing I like to do when we get paid, is pay the bills. So as soon as I saw that his check had cleared the bank, I paid off all the bills. Then he gave me a call. He gave me a call that afternoon. He's like, my work phone is broken. We need to buy a new phone. So either the new phone goes to you or the new phone goes to me, but whatever happens, we need a new phone. And well, as I've mentioned before on this channel, I'm not frugal. So if you're telling me I have the option to get a new phone, I'm going to get the top of the line phone. I'm sorry. I know that that's going to make some people cringe, but that's just how I am. If I'm going to be making a purchase like that, it's going to be something that I know I'm going to use. It's going to last, because I've done it before where I've bought cheap phones and they do not last. I don't know what it is, but they just don't last. So I had to get myself a new phone. My husband did all the paperwork because he gets a discount with his job. And so, of course, we're going to get into that in a little bit. Let's see here. So we picked up my daughter's medications that day. And this was the day that I also released the free budget planner on Ko-Fi. So if you haven't checked that out, please do. It's on my Ko-Fi website. You can go download it, and it is free for you to print out. I think if anything, print out whatever you need. You don't have to print out the whole thing, and give it a try. And let me know if you printed it out, and share with us, what's going on and if you like it. Then the 16th came around. That was my husband's B-Day. So of course, while he was at work, I bought groceries. The new phone, we had to pay a down payment of $132.33, so that got paid. Longhorns is what we had for dinner when it came to my husband's birthday. That's what he wanted. He wanted Longhorns, so we went ahead and we made it work for the whole family. $79.27. His favorite is the Outlaw Ribeye. I think that's what it's called. But that's his favorite steak with Parmesan crust. So, of course, we don't order that often, but it was his birthday, so definitely wanted to get him what he wanted. I went to Barnes & Noble, and I was going to renew my membership, but it's not up for renewal yet. And they said that if I wanted to get the bag, I couldn't do the bag at that time because of whatever their rules are. So I was like, okay, fine. And I picked up a book. I love this book, guys. I am really enjoying this. Now, this is not for children. Just so you know, this is not for children. So it is fun. Yesterday I had a whole sit down and I was just reading this like crazy. I love it. And the reason why I wanted to get a book too is because recently in the news, they said that Americans are getting more and more illiterate. And I thought to myself, being in public education, I have noticed that too, that kids don't really enjoy reading. And the reading has to come. It's like you can do it, and most people will do it if there's some sort of extrinsic benefit from it. But I get a kick out of reading, and I want to show my girls that I wanted to read too. And this makes me happy because I haven't read a romantic book in a long time. And that's what this is. And I am so happy to have something to read. Let me see if I can read you just this small little excerpt just to kind of get you an idea of what happens at the very beginning. Okay, so I'll start right here. Oh, that's definitely flirting. I'm not the most self-aware girl, but even I know he's into me tonight. I have to admit, I do look cute. I always try to dress up for our society meetings just because I want others to find them as a big deal as I do. Cody leans in towards me, and I'm pretty sure he's going to kiss me. Do I want to kiss him back? Do I want to invite him back to my place for a no strings attached makeout session? It's been a long time since I've hooked up with a guy, and I probably have spider webs on all my girl bits from disuse. For some stupid reason, I hear Derek's voice in my head again. The society is going to be your life. And I will leave it there. And that is a book that I am having so much fun reading. So if you were in the market for a book, I am recommending that one. I haven't finished it yet, but I am like really into it. So hopefully the ending does not ruin it. But I am so enjoying it right now. Okay, so I bought that book and we bought a movie. We watched the movie Backrooms. We watched it, just my husband and I. This is not a movie for children. And my children know what the back rooms are because, of course, there's a lot of games that are played that use that back rooms theme. But this movie is not for kids. So even if your kids say that they know what back rooms are, they don't know this movie. So I do not recommend for children to watch that. This is a membership that I have for work. And I pay it monthly. So this is something that I had not shared, but I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and start throwing it out there because this is something that I use for work. It is a very good membership that I have, and it helps me with my job. And so that's what I have here. So you could see here, I wrote down the things that kind of affected what we did this day. So hubby had a great birthday. We had steak and baked cookies. Next year, I would like to make him a party. Next year is also the summer that we should be able to get the pool in our backyard started. And that is something that we have been working towards for a long time. And once we get there, I'll start sharing some more details with you guys. But for right now, just know that that is one of my buckets. You know how you create a bucket list? That's one of my things that I really want to accomplish in my life. And my children are looking forward to it too. And when my son comes down to visit, I want him to be able to go swimming. I want him to be able to just enjoy a backyard. It's not going to be a huge pool, obviously. It can't be because we can't afford a huge pool. But we're definitely going to be working on that next summer because there's some big plans going to happen. And I will get into all the details of that as we get closer into the new year. All right, and then we look into Friday. Okay, so Friday. This was my husband's meal at work. He went to Sonic. I got gift cards for Amazon through our checking account because our checking account, we get points for using our card. And we had enough for $35 in Amazon gift cards, but I needed to pay the transaction fee or whatnot. So it was $1.43. I was fine with that because, that's $35. And I went ahead and I bought a new ledger book because my ledger book is almost done. So I got a new one that's going to be coming in. I also got a debt tracker book from Beautifully Me and You. Celisa, I got her debt-free book, so I'll be sharing that with you guys once it comes in. And then I also had some other Amazon points. And with those points, I went ahead, because my husband also gets points from his job. They get like a rating system. I don't know how that works, but we had those points on there. And I was able to get some stuff for work, which are some expo markers, because I need new ones, because the ones I had before we ended school were like practically all dried out. I also got a magnetic cup to put onto the board. Because I need to put a place. I didn't have a place to put my markers, so I need to have a place for my markers and my eraser, and maybe some post-it notes. If I don't put the eraser, because the eraser kind of like just sticks to the board, but maybe if I can put a cloth or something, it'll be good to have. So yes, that's what we did. We made an Amazon purchase, but it was all covered through points and gift cards. And Chick-fil-A, we had Chick-fil-A Friday. So that was our dinner. And then let me see, Dutch Brothers. We had Dutch Brothers again. So we had Dutch Brothers twice this week. My husband had gotten a reward for a free drink from Dutch Brothers. And I was like, babe, let's go. So I got a drink and our two daughters got drinks. And so it was only $14.78 because my husband's drink was free. So that was nice. Target, $20.57. It was just some little things that we went to pick up. Sunoco, $18.18. This was my husband. Oh, he bought himself breakfast tacos. This was actually from the day before because he wanted to treat himself for breakfast tacos at work. And so he knew he wasn't going to eat lunch because he wanted to wait for the steak in the evening. So these were actually tacos from the day before. I just didn't have space to write them. So that's what that was. So here also we did game night with our friends. And we did a Mecha Chameleon game night. It was so much fun. We played for 2 hours. We played late, but we played for almost 2 hours, and it was so much fun. And then we watched Project Runway as a family. Oh, and we could play this one online with our friends. So there's like no traveling involved. We just set up our computers, and we're able to play with them. Project Runway as a family. Oh my gosh. Is anybody watching Project Runway? If you are, let me know. That way we can do a little chit chat in the comments because it is pretty interesting this time around. Let's see. And then yesterday, my daughter did some chores around the house and my husband was happy that she did. And he told her, you know what? I want to go ahead and buy you that game you wanted. So my daughter got a game for $15.14. It's a balloon pop game that's on the computer. She's been wanting to play it and he's been telling her no. And she did chores yesterday around the house. And so he was like, okay, you know what? I want to get you that game now. It was a pretty relaxed day yesterday. I just did a lot of reading. I read yesterday. So I bought the book on Thursday, but I didn't really do any reading until yesterday. Maybe I should write that in here in this little box. And then Sunday, which is today, we had barbacoa. Ooh, Any of my Hispanic friends out there know about the barbacoa Sundays. So good, so good. I'm not going to tell you what kind of meat, if you're not into barbacoa, I'm not going to tell you what kind of meat it is because I don't want to gross anybody out, but it is so good. And then it's like a tradition to have it on a weekend, especially like on a Sunday. And it's just really, really good. So my husband and I, we indulged in that. It's very expensive though. It's super expensive, but my husband, he was like, you know what? Barbacoa Sunday. I was like, you know what? Let's do it. So that's that. That's everything, guys. So I'm going to be making another video today, but I'll probably share it for during the week. I'm going to be doing the Happy Mail that I got. So my emergency 1K book. I'm going to start coloring it in, start the series, because I think that it's going to be fun. So I might do that for Monday. And then we need to start planning what this week is going to have. We do have dentist appointments on Monday. And then I get paid on Friday. But my payday is going to act like my husband's fourth paycheck. So that way my paycheck is going to be moved to when his paycheck was supposed to kick in. So I'm going to give his paycheck the funding on this day. So I'm going to pretend like it's his paycheck, and then my paycheck will be here since my paycheck covers the beginning of the month and his paycheck covers the end of the month. So hopefully I can make it work. But that's the plan that's coming up. So we need to start working on that. But that's it, guys. Tell me your thoughts. Tell me your thoughts. And if you're watching Project One Way, let me know. All right. Well, I need to get going. So I will see you all in the next one. Bye.